Welcome to this episode of One World, One Fight Leadership Interview Series. Today we have with us a very special guest, Mr. Harsh Jaitley. Mr. Harsh Jaitley is Chief Executive Officer of Voluntary Action Network or WANI. WANI works towards strengthening civil society organizations in the country as well as creating an enabling regulatory environment for them. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. So my first question is, how has WANI's role changed before and during the COVID-19 pandemic?
It has not changed that much because Vani, for the last 30 years of its existence as a national platform, is mainly focused towards strengthening the civil society organizations in India who are working on development issues. So before this, you were also you were involved in two strategies. One was strengthening from inside, strengthening the enabling environment externally. I think same things are doing, but only thing is that in pandemic, the challenges of the civil society, which with whom we work, we call voluntary organizations, we call them, has changed a lot. So accordingly, we have to just tweak our strategy.
Sir, how would you sum up NGO's contribution in responding to the pandemic?
See, as the major arm of the development processes in any country at the time of such crisis, NGOs are first to respond because they are at the grassroots level and they are in the field level with the communities. So that's how the NGOs of India, we call them voluntary development organizations. They responded to the crisis which was there in front of them. So they were into distribution of food to basic facilities, providing shelter, providing quarantine facilities, education. That's how the role is going on about the organizations. There is also a lot of work done by NGOs at the policy level, advising government how to handle this pandemic.
So, what kind of COVID-19 specific challenges are NGOs facing?
See, the challenge which NGOs are facing is that for almost, you can say, 2-3 decades almost, the space of operations of NGOs have been reduced quite a lot financially and legally. So they were having a lot of crises in relation to resources. So when the pandemic came and they had to respond, they had no resources to respond to that. So whatever limited resources they have been responding to that. So that's how they are working, and therefore the changes have changed. So they have less resources. Within that they have to operate. The space is very limited. The narrative of the you can call it a ruling elite is quite restrictive. And I'm saying about last 2-3 decades. So how to operate, that is a challenge in front of civil society organizations today.
Sir, how is WANI helping NGOs to overcome these challenges?
See, what WANI is trying to do is that, first of all, it's not only this pandemic, even before that, any natural disaster, whenever it's there, NGOs have responded quite effectively. But NGOs have not talked about their work. So once the crisis is over, everyone forgets it, and then people start talking NGOs, what they do, there are so many NGOs in India, what they're doing. So the good work done by NGOs are never highlighted. So this time what we have done is we're talking to NGOs, trying to develop a local level, network so that they can share their learning, share their experience, share their challenges. And we are coming out with electronic newsletter, e-newsletter, which is shared with a lot of people, with policymakers, so that their work is highlighted. Second is also that, preparing NGOs so that they can be more effective in today's times, because this is a new challenge. Humanity has not faced such challenge in recent history. So how to handle that, how to work on that, this is the important challenge we are doing.
So, what is WANI's take on government and NGOs partnership in tackling COVID-19?
No, there is always a positive side of any story, but this time actually we have seen that NGOs and government are working together. Even the private sector has come, and Niti Aayog is taking lead and bringing everyone together. So that's how we are working together. We are party to that.
So, how is pandemic affecting the social sector itself as a whole?
See, actually, there are, we always say that not only in India, but worldwide, there have been faults in the system, the weaknesses of the system. Pandemic, like COVID, has exposed those weaknesses. So now the question is how to handle those weaknesses in front of the situation.
So, what are the short-term and long-term learning for NGOs due to the pandemic?
See, the short-term learning is that how to, overcome the immediate crisis, which we have seen. The immediate crisis was, as I said, lack of resources, and also how to work with local district administration to take all those permissions, because NGOs work, the field has not been declared as essential services. So when there was a total lockdown, they have to work together. They have to bring those, permissions. Secondly, how to generate resources locally. If you see, NGOs have generated resources locally because if you see, there is not much foreign funding available, and most of CSR money has gone to PM Care, and very less money is available. So immediate, the learning is that how we can work within our limited resources and provide services to the people. Second, learning is also that how we can collaborate with the government, how we can collaborate with local institutions, how we can collaborate with the, you can call it a state administration, local small businessmen, or local community housewives. They have a very lot of people are coming out of their homes to work with NGOs and work together in providing services. So this is mostly in short term. In long term, thing is that we have to find out a solution so that these mechanisms which have been developed now have some permanent existence. And not only NGOs, but also government learns from it, everyone learns from it, so that in future we can handle such situation in more smooth way.
Sir, has Vani's takeaway from the pandemic been same as the NGOs, or it is different in some aspects?
You see, Vani is also a national platform of NGOs. So whatever our members facing, we also face. So almost our lessons are same. Only thing is that our additional responsibility is to bring everyone together. It's a large country. There's a huge population, so many NGOs. So that is additional responsibility, that how we can bring everyone together, build the capacities of NGOs in how they can handle electronic model, how they can have social, social marketing, social media, and how make the equipping them to handle the situation. So that is additional responsibility. Otherwise, it's the same.
Thank you so much for joining us, sir, and thank you so much for sharing your opinion and knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.